Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our YouTube chit chat once again. Marwa effect in the village amidst Naysayers runs which are not making sense. It is indeed Marwa is the king of blossoms. Yani, everything that Amqarol touches must blossom, and they must finish them in style. We saw it with Mama Ants, and now for the last 21 days or months, so we've seen it with the grandma, the Gogo herself. It was a blitz. It was so ecstatic. I've lacked words to really describe what really we saw. Guys, I don't want to speak much. I just want you to witness it for yourselves. So that was a job well done, so magnificent, and it was magnificently launched. I know majority of people have done the video with this. That's why I've selected the most suitable part that really made me happy just to showcase, because I want to speak to it. And in a manner of me speaking to it, it's so different as others have done, because I want us to take that picture alone, that video alone, depict it. I want you to develop certain kind of an imagery where grandma came from, those mud houses. Leave alone that. I want you to imagine when Brian was at Amara's home. Get some picture, get some reflection. Are you seeing Brian sitting? Are you seeing Brian in Amara compound? Even at the moment that the CCTV video was being released, when Brian has already stolen the phone, let's remind ourselves, until the time when Brian was exposed to the camera, let's remind ourselves the words each and every one of us said concerning Brian. And remember the backlash that Amqarol got from the Naysayers themselves. What I want to say, sometimes something must start so horrible. Your journey sometimes might seem to be so ending, yet it is the opening of the many door, or it is the starting of your new way of life, of your new beginning. At the moment that you feel that you're losing hope, that is the moment of beginning a new journey. It is the end of the old era and starting of the new journey. It's the end where you are weeding off all the dust, standing up, dust yourself, You recalibrate and start a journey. This is what I'm thinking with the brand story itself. It never stopped from there. Let's reflect when Amara also took the journey of going to Brand's place. What did we just saw? What did we just see? In fact, it was so deplorable when we got the news how they were staying. So solitude, nothing to eat, deplorable kind of sanitations, and lack of so pertinent basic needs, which is so housing. Do you recall when Amara just given a suggestion of wanting to start building them houses? It was of mixed reaction. Most of the Naysayers, they were the loudest. So do you remember when the house was reported to the local authority by the Naysayers? They did it. They reported. And it did not stop from there. After they had reported to the municipal authority, the county council's authority, these people visited the site and they used to harass Marwa, and Marwa used to give them money so that could tame them a little bit. So it means their reporting worked. The good thing is, Amara has got ways to maneuver so that the work itself progresses well, because the lazy gang and the naysayers couldn't believe this house could be built within 21 days. Yet, they started sending the city councils, the municipal council, the county councils, officers to come and start causing chaos and disturb Marwa. And Marwa never gave up. They used to be given little money here and there so that they can keep quiet and go. I can recall very well the presence of saboteurs in the sites. You know? I can recall. Because there were also some sabotages, others from the extended family. Others was from JT himself, who could reach the extended family to instruct them what to do so that they should never allow Amara to build the grandma a decent housing. You remember Brian bedsheets being stolen. Remember 20 kg of nails being stolen. Remember the tap being stolen. And a lot of things that were stolen. All just because they wanted to sabotage the project. Remember the kind of names and principles that Amara was tagged as karma. Business accusations that JT evoked in the name of reaction, attacking Amara of wanting to be in an intimate relationship with a girl. So despicable. But that alone never distracted Amara to deliver. Amara delivered a so magnificent house in style. Amara has left an indelible mark into the lives and to the hearts of the villagers. Things that majority of people and a lot of people in that village themselves, they will live to remember. Remember, these are the things that also have changed the hearts of other negative reactors, the keyboard negative reactors, to give Amara applause, because in general it was good work. There is only one thing that I'm learning, because this man Marwa, countless number of times I've been saying this one. There is something in him, and that God is using him to change people's life. People don't see that. And apart from that, God has given Amaro a permanent star, and that's what's called the stardom. That Amaro will also always excel in the face of adversity. The more you put on the hurdles for Amaro never to excel, that's when Amaro will break that record within a fraction of a second. And it's done. And the results were being seen. And we're seeing the result itself. This alone never deterred Marwa. And it was a well job done, well executed, for sure. Well executed. That's why I have to tell the naysayers sometimes this capital influence that Amara is having, that majority of people are looking for. This is how they spoiled and destroyed for Castor. When Castor was looking for money, when he was seeking treatment in India, New Delhi, what happened? You remember when the contribution started, then it was not enough, it was not going well. So, given that Marwa is the king who is possessing the social capital, that within a day, people can even contribute up to 70,000 USD just to support a cause, just because Marwa shall have requested. Marwa has got a group of friends. The Marwa social constructs are so wide. Doctors, nurses, engineers, social workers, all the conglomerates of the professions. People will give in, whether $1, $2, $3. People will come in, contribute to support a cause just because they believe in Marwa. Because Marwa cause is a genuine cause. Marwa cause itself, it's worth fighting for. It's worth putting your money into it because it will be delivered. Amqarol announced that it's going also to take lead to solicit funds for Castor and is scheduled about this. What happened? The life was cut off just because other people with bad heart and dark heart, I call them so devilish and so malicious people with malicious intent, went and reported the GoFundMe. This is the opportunity that even the Castor mother was used to scaffold the Castor's fate. I don't want to deliberate on that. I just wanted to let you know the essence of how some people sometimes, you think they're your friends, kumbe what they're doing, they're destroying you completely. So guys, we want to revel more, and there is a lot more that we are going to reveal at the progression stages of this video. So guys, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly click the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify instantly. To my loyal subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive in after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our YouTube chit chat. My name is Naysayers and this is my YouTube channel. So let's dive in straight away lest we forget. Davyjnr has lived to the threat that was issued by Murimi, and he decided to take a lemma and take a bold step, confronted by chief and aided by chief's advisors. And Alima was taken to the Child Protection Department so that he could report the incident to seal the looping gaps that could really dealt a blow with the case. So the case is sealed. What are we talking about? Alima was taken and the case was filed. Let's get the more updates from Davyjnr.
Baby, then I want to be giving you more updates, guys, we have a letter. So today we got a letter from the department, the children's department. I've already told you, and we gave out the letter. One of the letters is at the police station. The other one, it's at Murimi's place, and the other one, just like that. Yeah, guys, real stories from the village at the border town of Kenya and Tanzania. I see some motorbikes, they are passing, so yeah. So that is what's up. I thought you should know. Yeah, just to give you the updates, how she's faring on. I thought you should know. And you guys, you're family to me, I decided to air the situation the way it is.
So from that video alone, the update itself that Davyjnr drove Alima to the Child Protection Unit, and it's confirmed that it was successful. They were shown the videos, and also what really happened. One was they were served with 3 letters. One to the local authority, that is the police and the chief. The chief another one to the police, another one to Murimi. All this was served and Murimi was served. So the people were asking me, what was the purpose of this letter? The purpose of this letter is Murimi was being summoned to also visit the child protection so that his case or his other side could be heard. That is what usually happen. That is what usually happen. Police also was notified to always also furnish the child protection with the relevant reports. But the local authority, as you remember the video, the chief said Murimi could not be let the child to be with because Murimi itself is an irresponsible drunkard. It is not the first time Murimi has involved himself in a gender-based violence, because as what I heard, Alima is just only looking for protection. He doesn't want to arrest Murimi. What he wants to be protected from Murimi's shenanigans and activity going forward. And what he also wants, he wants back the child so that she could go and pursue any other kind of career pursuits, if at all that is what she is going to pursue. You know, that is what she's going to pursue. So this is the information that we are getting. You know, now what now remains after the hearing and the Murimi side will be given. I think what will remain is the timelines that Murimi will be given a prerogatives to surrender the child to the authority. Are you there? Then the sentenced child will be given to Halima, and therefore going forward, Halima security will be sustained. You know, plus any other kind of a law to maximize the security, because now Murimi is a threat, so Murimi will never be wanted close to Halima. Perhaps if Murimi would want to go and see the child, there will be specified times when to do that. You know, and that one could only be done in the court of law. If at all Murimi wants to press charges so that it could be allowed time to see the child. But you know, even the law itself really say the life of the child depended on the mother because of the breastfeeding, because the child is still young. The child cannot stay without a mother unless the mother is dead or deceased. Murimi has got no breastfeeding, has got no breast to be feeding the child. Murimi cannot even wash the toilet, just a mere washroom. How will Murimi be taking care of the children? Cannot be. So I applaud this move that the reports were made. So this is going all the long way to protecting the child and to protecting Halima going forward. You know, what also really perturbed me is how Amqarol decided to mock Halima, and at the same time, or equal measure, castigated Davyjnr of making a solid decision on behalf of Halima and Murimi. Perhaps let's watch the video below.
Making the decisions for her. That's another solution. The whole idea is not Daisy with her painted nails, driving her all around in black and white painted nails. Like, it looks so weird. It looks so weird, you know. There's this Daisy, you know, painting his nails and he's talking and he's telling you he'll give you a good life. How can that be a solution? Help me to understand. Even if it's you, it's your wife. Baba boy pap, tell me. You are leaving a half man, half woman to be taking care of your home. Coming in, picking your wife, disappearing with your wife. Before you know it, he's riding around showing his nails.
So that is the Amqarol video now castigating Halima. You are castigating Halima for what? Halima has also got a right to decide, of which in the whole scenario, it is not right what we are saying that Davyjnr was the sole decision maker. Davyjnr never made this decision for themselves. They made decisions for themselves. When you had Murimi telling that he doesn't want to see Halima back in his home, when you saw Murimi telling Halima to pack and go, who snatched Whose wife? What you have to know, Davyjnr is not a homewrecker. The second beating was done when Davyjnr was back in the home at night. Davyjnr was not there. And Halima was thrown out and was told never to come back. That's why Halima decided to escape to safety. It was not Davyjnr. That's a fact that we must get. So we must stop the lie. All your castigation is just waxing miracles that are never making sense, because your audience will always love something negative towards this family and Davyjnr. Murimi chased Halima. That one is on record. So what you are saying and vexing over here, not making sense. All this are hot air. And again, Halima made her decision to move away. Halima was asked in a full glare of camera what she wants. Do you want to go back? No. What do you want? I want to go and start a new life and sponsor a veil. So what the naysayers are saying, I don't know where they're getting them from. I don't know where they are getting them from. You know? Huh? Maybe you are reacting to a separate video that you know well. Even if you bring the issues of Matiko, it's a similar issue. Matiko chased the wife. Remember when Matiko's wife was being chased? Davyjnr uses to help them. When Davyjnr took a TV there, this is the TV that Matiko wanted to go and sell. So they started, because of that TV issue, that is what brought the issue. At that night, the lady was beaten, and what happened? The lady escaped and went back to their home. It is when this lady called Davyjnr when he's already in their home. So when Davy came back to check, there was no this lady. So what happened? The lady told Davyjnr he doesn't want to be there. That guy beat him. So the lady decided to move out, and Davyjnr helped her out. So all these things that you're saying about Davyjnr, that Davyjnr is a homewrecker, Davyjnr are snatching people's wives. And if at all, I don't want to demean the ladies. They are very good ladies, are beautiful ladies, to their beholders. But Davyjnr cannot do such a thing that you people are thinking of. So guys, let me know what you think about the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.